Welcome back to 15 Minute Chef. Hope you guys are doing great. Tonight is a very special dinner for a friend of ours who's coming over. And I just want y'all to know this is probably one of my favorite recipes. We are going to use a product which you've seen me use before, which is gnocchi. It is Italian dumplings. They're so good. While I'm saying that, let me get my apron on. We're gonna make a homemade Alfredo sauce with mushrooms in it. Add the gnocchi, seared steak to top it all off, and a little balsamic reduction just off to the side. It's gonna be very nice, you'll like it. So recently, I just fell in love with a place called Red Stick Spice, and I got this wonderful olive oil. It's porcini olive oil, so it's gonna give it a really nice flavor. I've got on the back burner some water boiling for our gnocchi, and then 2 saute pans, one's for our steak, the other one's for our sauce. So let's get it going. So we're gonna turn everything on high, because I have electric and it could take a while. In the meantime, the saute pan that I'm gonna do the mushrooms in, I'm gonna add my olive oil with porcini mushrooms. I'm gonna add some garlic. It's been such a long day. A little garlic, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my mushrooms in and let these guys go ahead and saute. I'm gonna add my favorite seasoning. You can add whichever seasoning you like. My preferred, these 2 guys. Basically a garlic powder, and then fresh black pepper. It's gonna give it a nice taste. Now, I will be serving a salad with the side of this only because it was requested, but normally I would serve like broccoli or even broccoli rabe or something like that. It tastes really good. Okay, so this saute pan, I'm still gonna go ahead and use a little bit of porcini oil for our steaks. I've marinated our steaks, believe it or not, in ranch dressing with seasoning. And I say ranch dressing because a lot of people don't know that not only will acid tenderize meat, but milk will tenderize meat also. So, ranch dressing. As soon as this gets hot, I'm gonna put our little steaks in there. I'm gonna sear them off. I'm gonna throw them in the oven to finish them off. I got my water boiling. Let's get our friend the potato dumplings in there. Oh yeah, this is looking good for our steaks. So we're gonna go ahead and drop the steaks in. Get a nice sear on them. Hopefully we don't set off the smoke detector. Add a little more oil in the mushrooms. The mushrooms are going to take a ton of oil, even butter if you decide to add it. Oh, look, we're already getting a really nice sear on these. With some petite fillets. We got some more potato dumplings in here. These potato dumplings, when you start seeing them float up to the top, that means they're ready. I knew I had it. Butter is a girl's best friend. I'm going to put half in with the steaks, and into the oven they go. Pre-made medium. Mid-rare is my personal preference, however, our guests that are coming, not theirs. Let me get a wooden spoon. Tool of choice. Throw around my my mushrooms with my porcini oil. A little bit more. I'm going to go in with my heavy cream. We're going to make a nice thick Alfredo sauce. Oh, that looks so good. We're going to let this cook down. As we're cooking it down, I'm going to keep playing with our little pillows back there. That's what the word gnocchi is Italian for little pillows. I'm going to toss some butter into our Alfredo sauce, our mushroom Alfredo sauce, which is looking very nice. Key ingredient, cheese. This is a nice Asiago. You can do Parmesan, Reggiano. They have all different types of aged Parmesan cheese. I like them all. Just happened today. This is the one I could find. My mom taught me this trick. You like this, you pop the cap off, comes flying out. I'm going to turn the heat down on our sauce to about medium. As it cooks down, you can see right here my potatoes, gnocchi have started to float, my little pillows, so I'm going to start dropping them in the sauce. And two things are going to happen. They're going to finish cooking in the sauce, but they're also going to thicken your sauce. You probably think this is so fancy, but it's actually really not. Super easy. Everything that I purchased at Walmart through their pickup or their drop off or delivery or whatever. Nothing. I don't go to anything complicated. If you wanted to do something as complicated as rustic spice, I will tell you the porcini olive oil, I love it. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and add a little bit more in there. And then they also have a white truffle oil that I'm trying to go back and get. Not actually in my budget right this second, but I am going to go back and get. Do a little bit more heavy cream. Oh, that's looking so good. And then, you just always, when you're cooking the recipes I'm giving y'all, you always just season it to taste. Your idea of how much salt and my idea of how much salt is going to always be different. White truffle oil goes great in Alfredo sauce. Our steaks are looking perfect. Ooh, our butter has turned into a nice Brunoise butter, a nice brown butter. We're gonna flip them, they look good. And in a second, we're gonna do a nice plate up. One of the things you need to do with meat is actually take it out the pan, let it rest, and then slice it. Ooh, that's looking good. We're gonna get the last bit of our gnocchi out, put it together, put a little bit of water in there. Oh, it's looking good, looking good. Look at that. Just need to let it cook down a little bit. Probably need to add a bit more cheese. I think this is going to be one of those episodes where we just go nonstop. What do you guys think? I had a fan say there's a lot of editing, and I said not really, but I just cut out the boring parts where I just sit. But we'll go nonstop with this one. Plate. Here we go. Very nice. Let's give it some greenery. Just a little bit of greenery on there. Oh, look how pretty that is. One of our biggest things when we were cooking for years and years and years, and that was taste your food. Oh, y'all, so good. Does need a little salt. Remember, you can always put in, you can't take it back. So, Oh, it's so good. So good. Let's get another double dip. Oh, perfect. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna slice some of our petite filet. We go right on top. Oh. Really good. We don't need you anymore, Mr. Oven. We're gonna dial everything back. We're gonna come right here. Oh, with a little bit of that gnocchi. A little sliced steak. I always like to slice my guest steak for them. Oh, excuse me. And then right over the top, cheese, because it makes everything better. Bon appetit. Hope you've enjoyed 15 Minute Chef. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, let everybody